Stop.
What?
Do you have consent?
Is that any of your business?
I repeat, do you have consent?
I mean, it was going that way. What?
Amateurs.
Consent is when two people make a mutual agreement to have sex.
To me, consent is when two people have both agreed to have sex with each other.
Consent is when two people make a verbal agreement to have sex, basically.
Consent is given permission to have sex.
Consent is getting permission from another person to engage in sexual activity or other kind of things.
Now the whole situation would have been avoided if they'd taken a break for 2 seconds and communicated. It's easy. Consent really is great.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I kiss you?
No.
Is this okay?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that, like, in any circumstance there should be some form of consent, just because you never know where people's boundaries are.
I can't speak for everybody, but no, I don't think so, no.
I think as of recent it's become very important to get it, and a lot of people do.
No, I don't. I think there are some cases when it's just not used at all.
But today it's not used as much, and you can kind of see that through things like social media.
It really is such a turn on when someone asks for consent before going any further. Trust me, most humans love a little bit of respect for our bodies. Always leave room for choice. Always leave room between each other before making sure this is what both parties want. Because at the end of the day, consent is crucial. It's not always a yes, it's not always a no, but it's mandatory. 33% of women, 39% of LGBT people, and 9% of men experience non-consensual sexual contact during college. 18% of college students think that someone has consented as long as they don't say no. The confusion in when consent is necessary needs to stop. It is always necessary. Think it before you act, consider the emotions involved, and don't make it difficult for yourself or the other person. It can get complicated, and it will if you don't ask.
Yeah, well, I went to an all-girls school, and I don't know if that makes a difference, but when we were doing sex education, it was, you know, nothing was held back, and we had a really good teacher, and everything was discussed. We discussed consent, so personally, I feel like it was covered well in my school.
That we got at the end of 6th class? Definitely not. I mean, we thought we knew everything, but we really didn't. They went into little to no detail about consent in the sex education that we got.
No, I don't. From what I remember anyways, I don't remember it being brought up. It might have been, you know, brought up in a case of, oh, make sure to set boundaries with your partner. But in terms of getting actual verbal consent, I don't remember it ever coming up.
I don't think so. I can't really remember it too well, but I don't ever remember it covering that too much.
No, I don't think so. In primary school, they kind of just introduce you to sex education. They didn't go into the specifics. And then in secondary school, I went to an all-girls school, so there was definitely more focus on having babies and just going through puberty rather than actually consent in sexual relationships.
Consent is crucial. Ask for it.